out what Betty from Emmerdale smells like.
Is it the sticky smoke or the putrid stench of stale beer?
Fake crying on Casualty.
Can I have another litre, please?
And being a long way from a loo, Reg off the bill is forced to use his helmet.
Well, time waits for no man.
Dirty boy! Wags Boutique now on ITV. Wags, short for wives and girlfriends. For this is a selection of ladies who are intimate with professional footballers. Yes, and there are some top-level players involved with all the fancy gear that comes with it. 70k Range Rover, very nice. 80k Bentley, very nice. He's got his wedding vows on his back. How does he read them out? Do you, Steve Sidwell, take Christelle to be your lawful wedded wife? I myself have the TV listings tattooed all over my body. And sadly, was only able to find out what time Wags Boutique was on by using a mirror on a stick. This week saw the launch of the two rival Wag boutiques. One's called Better Half, because they're the wives and girlfriends, very clever, and the other's called Bows. The first week, they got a whole load of bow-legged people turning up, thinking it was a specialist shop. Yes, Camilla Parker Bowles was most disappointed. And a whole coachload of people from the Ricketts Society of Great Britain. Yeah, and it took them ages to get off the coach, obviously, with those legs. But I digress. It was the week of the launch, and the search was on to get some top A-list celebs to attend the shop openings.
I should do the celebrity list, you know. Try and get as many celebrities as we can. Try A-list celebrities.
Yeah, try A-list celebs, yeah. Well, the Wags are pretty well connected. Perhaps they can pull a few favours.
Perfect ideal, Jules Oliver.
Do you know her?
I know her, but she wouldn't do it.
Anyone else?
Then I tried Trini and Susanna. She's out of the country.
Oh, is she? The well-known celebrity, Trini-Ann Susanna. She's out of the country, apparently. And don't bother trying the sugar babes, because she is washing her hair. So which of the A-listers do turn up, then? For Bows?
We've got Lalani, we've got... who else? That's about it, really.
Leilani? That's a type of conifer, isn't it? What about the Better Half? Well, they had one top celebrity from Little Britain.
I'm quite surprised, really.
Marjorie Dawes off Fat Fighters. But hasn't Billy Idol let himself go, though, eh? Yeah, and he wasn't the only star from the world of rock and pop to pitch up on Coronation Street. They all looked a little worse for wear after the Brits. Paul McCartney liked it so much, he stayed the night.
Peppers?
People think that rhyming slang is solely the province of the Cockney. Not so. We were treated to a little northern rhyming slang this week from Rita on Coronation Street.
Just let me get these down, me Norris.
Just get these down me Norris. That's rhyming slang, right? Get these down me Norris, that's Norris McWhirter, squirter. Squirty flower, shower. Shower and sink, mink, mink coat, throat. That's how it works. It was little Amy Barlow's birthday this week, and she's been through a lot recently. What with her mum in prison for murder. So Tracy and the other Barlows organised a party to cheer her up. So, who's on the guest list?
Anyway, thanks for letting us know, Eliza.
I don't believe this.
Eliza Brennan, Helen has got a toothache and cannot come to Amy's party.
Yeah, right.
Oh, dear. Helen are not coming. What about Patrick Booth and Georgie Leather?
Patrick Booth's got a stomach upset, and Georgie Leather's been vomiting all night.
That just leaves Lucy Reed.
Well, Lucy Reed's still coming.
Hello? Mrs. Reed, yes? Oh, bird flu. Hold on. Right. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah. There was a moment of panic when Jason thought the baby Holly had escaped.
She's gone. Holly, she's gone. Gone. Where?
Well, I don't know where. If I knew where, I wouldn't be here, would I?
Calm down. What do you mean she's gone?
Holly.
Yes?
Well, I had her in the house with me.
Yes, we know that. What's happened?
And I sat there and I must have, you know, dropped off and I woke up and she was gone.
Well, what are you saying? She just got up and walked off on her own?
Well, no.
Maybe she jumped on the back of a dog or rode off into the sunset. Sat on the shoulders of another baby and called a cab. Learned to read, then got a book on how to walk. I don't know. No, it's a shame because normally Jason is such a sensible dad. He knows all about babies. For instance, how to get them off to sleep and what level of noise they'll tolerate before they'll be woken up again. Who thought the baby would be woken up by an electric drill? Nick Baker's back with these weird creatures. Is it still on? Yes. They paid him up front. This week he was after the 4.5-metre-long basking shark. And a big shark like that, I would have thought that was easy enough to spot. Not for Nick Baker. Now, if this was David Attenborough, he'd have spent months researching the best place to find one, what time of year the most prevalent, and before he started filming, he'd track one for a couple of days, if not weeks. Nick has a slightly different approach.
You haven't seen any basking sharks, have you?
Have you seen any or not?
Not today, no.
Seen a shark, anyone?
Just sails around on the off chance. Hang on. He's found one, hasn't he?
Look, we've hardly left Penzance Harbour and we already have what has to be the second weirdest fish in the world after the basking shark for me. It is a sunfish.
Oh, no, it's a sunfish. What about over there?
Well, that's our consolation prize. We have a grey seal.
A seal? I thought we were looking for a shark.
The otters more than make up for our limited success with the sharks in Scotland.
No, they don't. I tuned in to see a 4.5-metre shark. It's a shark programme. If you told me it was a seal and otter programme, I wouldn't have bothered.
We have got kittiwakes, we've got herring gulls, we've got black-backed gulls, we've got gannets.
Seagulls? You're just filming anything now.
I was in here yesterday. It's one of those.
That's a dog.
That's Torval.
It's not even an animal. Look, the sky. Look, the car. Come on, Nick.
Having given plankton this massive build-up now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to disappoint you. We've only caught about 3.
We've gone from a 4.5-metre shark to 3 plankton. Not exactly very threatening, are they? What kind of damage can 3 plankton do? Well, I suppose if 2 plankton held it down, the other one could attack it. They could rough up a flea. Or worry a tadpole. So what's his conclusion?
But one thing's for certain, these fish are no respecters of professional qualifications. In fact, the public stand just as much of a chance of seeing one from their deck chair while sitting on the beach.
Great, thanks a bunch. Another hour of my life I'll never get back. It's probably time you went home, isn't it, Nick?
When you're in this game, you always expect the unexpected.
He loves you.
Hang on, what's that?
Pick up your trousers.
Gaffer. You silly
I wonder where he's come from.
I think you've been eating something that doesn't agree with you.
Nice, we've got a sick ferret.
A sick ferret. So that's a sunfish, a seal, some seagulls, 3 plankton and a sick ferret. You've got a nerve. Actually, if he'd only driven on a bit further...
You always expect the unexpected.
There was a basking shark hitchhiking. Oh, look! It's baby Holly off Coronation Street, escaping on the back of a dog. Someone tell Jason. No, be fair, because Nick is respecting the basking shark's privacy. I mean, there is a code of conduct to obey.
There are clear guidelines about how...
Keep 4 metres away. Yeah, Nick has his own code of conduct. All wildlife to keep 1,000,000 miles away from Nick Baker. Unless you're an otter, a seagull, plankton in groups of no greater than 3, or a sick ferret. But which is the better catch, a seagull or a sick ferret? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Welcome back to TV.Burp. Becky on Corrie needs a shave. Have a shave, love. The Bill raid Pete Doherty's dressing room at the Brits.
There was a few more of them, but they either ran off or crawled up the walls.
And we tracked down the last bottle of Jade Goody's perfume to a policewoman on Life on Mars. I learned something on Casualty this week. Now, I already knew that an electric shock to the chest could restart the heart, but I didn't know it could make you go cross-eyed.
Okay, we have signs of life.
Dad?
I must say, I am enjoying When Will I Be Famous with Graham Norton, which is on the other side at the same time as me. And Graham had some health and safety advice for us.
This is a very dangerous act. They are highly trained, so please do not attempt anything you're about to see at home.
Yeah, you might look at the act and be tempted to copy it at home. So let's have a look at the act. Now, remember, whatever you do, don't try and copy it. Two unicycles out of the garage. Getting that on my phone. I'm going to copy something off. Whatever it's called, you've been famous. Safari School now, or Celebrity Wild at Heart, as I call it, in which 8 celebrities fill their time between jobs. I did learn a lot from this show about the habits of some of the big game animals. For instance, before Safari School, I wasn't aware that lions like to eat wigs. Yes, to a lion, a man's wig is a much sought-after delicacy. They'll stop at nothing to get at them, as this footage shows.
I reckon we changed it 80%. That's a lot. But it needed to. I mean, I saw it in San Francisco.
Which brings us to our TV highlight of the week.
TV highlight of the
I was surprised to see that Bradley's dad, Max, had had a boob job.
Stacey.
You know, when I was a kid, my favourite meal, and I'm sure you were the same, was mustati cheese. Remember that? Mustati cheese. Mmm, yum, yum. I wonder whether the kids of today like mustati cheese.
I'll tell you what, why don't I cook dinner tonight? What do you fancy, girls?
Mustati cheese!
They do like mustati cheese. Jamie Oliver is back with Jamie's Chef, and this time he's bought a restaurant for lucky winner, father of 2, Aaron, whose first job was to come up with a name for the place. Well, Aaron, what are you going to call it?
OK.
Have your presentation.
Now, I've named it Mollia after my 2 daughters, Molly and Leah.
Sweet, the 2 children's names, Molly and Leah, forming Mollia. I opened a restaurant and called it the name of my 2 little girls, Sam and Ella. Sam and Ella, I call it. Folded after 2 weeks. So, what sort of food is Aaron planning to serve at the new restaurant?
Well, it's all about British and Italian.
Yeah.
So the food's British with Italian twist, and it's a country pub with a Tuscan twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's British with an Italian twist. So let's have a look at the menu. Here we are, we've got it here. There's roast beef with Yorkshire pud, with a sprinkling of parmesan on it. There's chicken nuggets carbonara. Rather nice. And there's this one, layer of sausages, layer of batter, layer of sausages, layer of batter. That's toad in the whole lasagna, right? And then, of course, my favourite, Mustetti cheese. That's the menu sorted with elite staff. And Aaron and his girlfriend, Nikki, have one main requirement of anyone hoping to work for them.
We want people that are really passionate about food.
Yeah.
That are really, you know, interested and want to...
We want passionate people. We want to build, like, a family unit thing going on. So we kind of, you know...
We need loads of passion.
We need lots of passion.
Yeah. You've got to be passionate about food.
Do you like food, Beth? I do, yeah.
What's your favourite food?
Pizza, I think.
Pizza, yeah?
Yeah, and chips.
Pizza and chips, yeah. That's British with an Italian twist. You're hired. I felt sorry for poor Nikki. She was having to work in the restaurant and look after the kids. But I do think she was expecting rather a lot of daughter Molly.
Look at all that washing that needs to be done. Look at
Sorry, Mum. I'm only 2. It did need some work, though, the pub. The roof needed doing, and what's the best way to replace a roof?
How did it happen?
Yeah, start by burning off the old roof.
It's like a tinderbox under here.
Look at him, he looks about 70.
Just Pete, get everyone out of the house a minute, 'cause there's a little bit of a fire.
That fire really shook up Aaron, though. It really made him think about just how devastating a fire would be. He learned a lot of lessons. He was going to make absolutely sure there was no way another fire could start.
That shook me up big time, because I've never experienced anything like that. And you do, you're not just looking after this place and the customers, you've got your family as well. And yourself. But yourself, I come last, you win. That's the thing with this place, I come last.
Sorry, Mum.
Hi, Harry. It's Aaron from Jamie Chef. It's time for this week's occasional poetry competition and a very short but powerful poem on Wild at Heart.
Now, let's transfer into the animal pen. We'll leave this fella for 24 hours and see what we're dealing with then.
Very moving. By the way, I've got that dish you wanted. It's your favourite. It's British with an Italian twist. Mustetti cheese.
Thanks, Aaron. Mmm, yum, yum. And now I present a toilet doing a wee. Of course not. This was Kelly Osbourne turning Japanese, in which Sharon and Ozzy's little girl finally gets her own show. Her mission was to go to Japan and learn all about the culture.
What I don't understand is they can say L and they can say R, but they switch it every time. Like, they call me Kerry.
That's because they all think you're Kerry Katona. Kelly was then asked to help out a Japanese school, teaching them English.
I'm going to sing one of my favourite songs, The Never-Ending Story. Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story. A
never-ending story. Yeah, it's always nice to hear that particular song. But here's the educational bit. Kelly sets them a test on the words from Never-Ending Story, and you had to be really paying attention to get full marks.
A never-ending story.
Now comes the test. Have the children figured out what the missing words were from Kelly's singing?
Written on the pages is the answer to the never-ending.
Never-ending, oh, you got me there. Never-ending. No, it's gone.
Hey, story. Yeah, good.
Story, that's right, yeah. Oh, it completely slipped my mind. By the way, I haven't made this up. This is an actual show. But wait, it gets better. Now it's the kids' turn to sing for Kelly. Oh, that's nice, but what are they saying? Well, let's have a look at it with subtitles. But at the end of it all, I got the impression the Japanese people had taken rather a dislike to Miss Kelly Osbourne.
This is...
They put her in a microwave. And cooked her.
I wouldn't like being in here if I was a dog.
Well, that's all from us. And to sing us out all the way from Japan, it's the Tokyo School Choir. As they say in Japan, Matarai Shunne.
What do you say? I think you said see you next week.
I did. See you next week.
Join us in a couple of minutes for something very special. Dancing on Ice Goes Country.
Yes, for one night only, our cowboys and cowgirls will be putting spurs on their skates and having a hoedown in the ring.
So grab your partner by the hand and mosey on down to your TV. It's coming up next.
Yeehaw!